Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful and fabulous Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. We're going to be talking about several numbers 6 through 9 and the number 72. Leos, yes, you all have been under attack lately. Whew, boy, oh boy, if people only knew. I'm telling you, Leos, if people only knew, if they only knew who they were messing with, they would stop. Because the karma that they're creating for themselves is going to be deadly. Okay? Yes, I'm serious, Leos. The karma that people are creating for themselves are going to be deadly. And I don't necessarily mean a physical death. It could be a spiritual death. Or this person can't talk. This person can't walk. They can't do anything. Their mind is out of order. Things are just not in the right place. You know what I'm saying? You see people walking down the street and they're just talking out of their head. This is exactly what your enemies are creating for themselves right now. So it would be in their best interest. Yes, it would be in their best interest to get their mind right. Yeah, and to start speaking very highly of you, Leos. So Leos, not only are they coming up against a god, okay, and I'm going to get into that in a second. They're coming up against someone who's caring, someone who is optimistic, someone who is a natural leader, someone who is kind and protective, someone who is very loyal, someone who is honest, someone who is vivacious, someone who is creative, all these wonderful things, someone who is very passionate, someone who is sensuous, someone who is careful, someone who is cheerful, someone who is very wise, someone who is humorous. Who would not love a Leo? Seriously, a high vibrating Leo. Who would not love a Leo? So let's get into your reading, Leo, because we got a lot to talk about. We got, like I said, we got some numbers to cover, and also we got to help people understand how important you are to the universe. Matter of fact, even in tarot, your cards are the Sun card and Strength card. So yeah, Sun, the Sun. Think about where we would be without the sun. Let's just talk about the sun for a second. The sun is our most powerful planet. In astrological terms, the sun is referred to as the planet, even though we know, like the moon, it's a luminary, right? It gives us life, warmth, energy, food. It sustains us. Yes, the sun sustains us. What is wrong with people coming up against you all? Oh my gosh, what is wrong? Let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Leos as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Leos? Yes, Leos. Yes, yes, yes. Leos, let me tell you something. People are a different kind of crazy trying to come up against you, because if they knew who they were, then they would not they wouldn't see you as competition. They wouldn't try to come up against you. They would not try to come up against you for views and visits online. You know what I'm saying? Woo! What is wrong? But you know what? I already know what's wrong. They know who you are. They know that you shine bright. They know that you, not only are you a sustainer of life for them, you know, you are a source of warmth, that you are a source of energy, and you're a source of food. Think about like the sun and the solar system, right? The solar panels, excuse me. You know, like with people, they don't want to use electricity. They have the solar panels just to light up their house, and that's what they're getting the energy from there. You know, think about if we didn't have the sun, you know, acting as warmth for vegetation, for life, we would all freeze to death. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how important you are to the universe, Leo, or else other people, I'm serious, there are some other people, you all got to start removing yourself from the energy of low vibration people who are determined to project onto you negativity. They want to say that you're arrogant, that you're inflexible, that you're lazy, dogmatic, and prideful, domineering, jealous, and competitive. No, no, no. No, no, no. Not the Leos I know. All right. Let's get into your reading. Yeah. Something terrible is going on with people. Some people right now who are coming up against you all. And again, I'm talking about high vibration, right? Yes, look at this. I'm loving this, loving it, loving it. Didn't I just, Leos, I'm telling you, that's why I want to shuffle the cards in front of you all so you can see what I'm doing. Listen, we have the 7 of Wands. This is how you all have been winning your fights. Yeah, through prayer and meditation, getting your solar plexus chakras realigned. Let's get in close so we can really see this. See this right here? Boom. getting them realigned. Your enemies right now, like I said, I see so many things in the spirit, and I don't even want to talk about all the stuff that I see in the spirit, but I'm telling you, they are coming up against a spiritual death, and some of them a physical death. They need to leave you alone. And it's happening abruptly. It's happening abruptly. So, hey, if y'all start hearing about some stuff from some people, remember, I'm trying to tell y'all, that's why I'm telling you, Leos, to vibrate high. Continue to vibrate high, because they will fall off. They're coming up against, your ruling planet is the sun. Okay? Listen, when we talk about the sun, we're talking about your sun sign actually delineates your general character, right? So everything they're saying about you negative is actually bouncing off of, it's bouncing back on them, right? So let's say, for instance, they're saying that you're arrogant. People are saying, oh, so-and-so seems arrogant, but they're not talking about you, the Leo. They're talking about them. Let's say they say, okay, well, this person seems pretty lazy. And then the person that they're telling it to is like, how are they talking about the Leo when they're the one that's lazy? You see what I'm saying? They're saying that you seem competitive and jealous, but the person that they're telling it to, or the people that they're telling it to, are like, I don't know this Leo, but I can tell you that you are jealous and competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's coming back on them right away. It's like immediately. It's happening immediately. So listen, you don't have any, this is freedom from fear. You really should be celebrating yourself, and your enemies should be celebrating you. Because if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have warmth, sunshine, light. They wouldn't even know who they were. You know, so they're trying to project onto you. They're trying to project negativity onto you, and it's actually making them look worse. Yeah, it's actually making them look bad. People are like, no, that's not who I know that Leo to be. But I do know that you are jealous and competitive. You see what I'm saying, Leo? So you don't even have to worry about it, because your enemies' friends are actually seeing, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Your enemies' friends are actually seeing in them what they're trying to project onto you. Does that make sense to you, Leo? Okay, I hope so. Yes, you have the wheel of fortune in your favor. So when you have all this good karma happening for you, it is not by coincidence, and it's not luck. It's because you have consistently been a very caring person, a very optimistic person, a natural leader. You know, you've been kind and protective. You've been very, very loyal to people who don't even deserve your loyalty, Leo. They don't. So you don't have anything to worry about. All you have to do is be cool, calm, and collected. Continue to stay positive. Continue to smile. Continue to be relaxed. And you watch your enemies. Watch what's happening with them. Things aren't working out for them. It's just not. Look, because you've ascended. You've chosen to ascend. But you were already here in ascension. Right. This was you already here. Your spirit ascended. So you don't have to worry about anything your enemies are saying towards you, behind your back. Right? You don't have to worry about any of that. The number 6, when we talk about numbers, the number 6 means that you're a giver. It means that you're deeply compassionate, loving, and responsible. It means that you're affectionate, that you're a natural nurturer, that you're very supportive, that you exude warmth, compassion, and wisdom. It also means that you're a healer. You're a mentor to some people, and you're an advisor. So when I talk about numbers, I'm not necessarily talking about life path numbers. And now people think, you know, talking about life path numbers? Is she talking about birth code numbers? What kind of numbers? I'm talking about stepping into the vibration of the number. So even if the number 6 is not your life path number, stepping into that vibration, for instance. So when we talk about the number 1, right? Not everybody's life path number is a number 1. But let's say you use the number 1 for like the first day of something. The first day I'm going to start my diet. The first day I'm going to start writing in my journal. The number 1 denotes new beginning, being at a crossroad, you know, being courageous, cutting people off who don't serve a purpose in your life. You see what I'm saying? The number 1, stepping into that vibration. You can step into the vibration of any number that you like, but that's what the number 6 means. The number 7 represents lightning insight and intuitive downloads that come out of the blue, and they light up your mind. It also could mean that, you know the difference between good and evil. Right? You really know the difference between good and evil, not because somebody told you, but because you know, intuitively you know. The number 8 represents the energy exchange of money. So let's think about, like, you see 8s. You could also be like, oh, eights, okay, maybe I'm getting ready to get some money. Maybe there's going to be some energy exchange of money. It's also aligned with business. And so this vibration of number 8 takes on vision, which is your spirit. It creates a product or a source, that's matter. And also it puts it out into the world, that's your enterprise. And in return, it receives payment for the product or service. So when you see the number 8, maybe all of a sudden an idea comes to you. Let's say you see the number 7 and the number 8, and you're like, wait a second, all of a sudden, you know what, that business idea that I was thinking about, okay, I need to go ahead and put that out in the universe, because I've been sitting on this idea, I've been thinking, you know what I'm saying? So the vibration of numbers is extremely, extremely, extremely powerful. And so looking here, I'm telling you, a lot of you all have been under attack because your business is about to start taking off big time, and your enemy is trying to distract you. They don't even understand what they're doing, because the ideas that you all have for business and the fact that you're going to be, you know, providing jobs and changing people's lives all over the universe, they don't even see it. They don't even understand it. Like, the energy that you're putting out in the universe right now has a rippling effect. That's why you have so many wonderful things happening for you, but that's also on the other side of that. That's why you have your enemies trying to come up against you. But I'm telling you, Leos, I am telling you, you all are going to start hearing about some of your energies and all kinds of calamities happening in their lives. They won't even, they're too ignorant to even understand why certain things are happening in their lives. They're like, oh, okay, they think it's all fun and games until all of a sudden, okay, I don't even want to say some of the stuff because so much information comes downloaded into my spirit that I'm seeing that's happening to your enemies. I don't want you all to think I'm trying to vibrate low. I'm just sharing with you all exactly what I'm seeing in the spirit. But I'm telling you, some of your enemies are just going to be devastated. I'm talking about completely devastated. And for them, they won't even connect it to them, you know, speaking negatively of you. They're going to have to, it's going to have to happen for them, like, immediately. Like, say, for instance, they're talking to somebody and they're saying, oh, Leo is this and Leo is that. But I'm talking about vibrating. Then they have to get a phone call saying that a relative passed away or something like that. They still won't connect the dots. That then every time they say something negative about you, something horrible happens in their lives, right? So it would be in their best interest, like I said, for them to, yeah. That's why I said, Leos, know who you are, stand in your power at all time, because people out here are just crazy. I mean, they're saying all kinds of negative stuff. And like I said, it's all in an effort. It's a test, okay? So on the upside of this, it's actually a test. It's a test to see if you are ready to go to the next level. And the answer to that, Leo, is yes. You're ready to go to the next level, and you will pass these series of tests. And it's the closer and closer and closer to your dreams being realized, it's going to seem like the tests are becoming even more and more difficult to resist. But I'm telling you, stay focused. Stay focused. You are a God, right? You are a God. Know who you are. Stand in your power. And when I talk about that, when we're talking about, like, for instance, when I say that you are a God, Leo, I'm talking about, let's say in the biblical sense, when I tell people that they are Jesus, that they represent Jesus, they're like, Jesus? Who? I don't represent Jesus. That's blasphemous. That's in the Bible. Jesus is so-and-so. Okay, yeah, in a biblical sense, Jesus of Nazareth is the son of Mary. And according to present-day Christian belief, Jesus is the savior of mankind. However, the Bible is not to be taken in a literal sense. It's to be taken in a metaphysical sense. So in a metaphysical sense, you, the I, the self, you, Leo, are a God, right? Meaning you are Jesus. Remember, Jesus is fully God and fully man. Remember, you read your Bible, everybody has had some level of religion in their life, whether it was Christianity, Judaism, Islam, or whatever. But whatever your belief is, there's somebody in your book that represents this deity, right? And this particular deity in Christianity is Jesus, fully God and fully man. That's who you are. And I know that you are that, because go to your Bible. I want you all to test this out and do your own research. Genesis 1:27 reads, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female created he them. Also says something similar in Matthew 19:4 and Mark 10:6. I want you all to read this for yourselves and not be afraid to go and read the Bible, because a lot of people have experienced church hurt. Church is not even the four walls. Church is you. It represents your beliefs, right? So yeah, when we talk about Jesus, or you being Jesus, being a God and fully man, yeah, we're talking about you, self, you know, the I am identity, right? That's you, right? So that's what people are coming up against. And when you know who you are, I mean, it's almost like you want to pray for them. Like, oh my gosh, they don't even know who they're coming up against. That's not arrogance. That just is the truth. They don't know who they're coming up against, right? Because another God would recognize the God in you and say, oh no, I'm not going to bother that person. Hey, I'll let the universe handle everything, because the universe keeps everything balanced out. So I'm telling you, your enemies are in for it. They are in for it. And this is how you're winning. Just like this. They'll never see it coming. You've been praying, you've been manifesting, you have been meditating, manifesting, you know, on the other side, seeing you changing lives all over the world. I'm serious. Just changing lives all over the world. Look at this. A lot of you all will be celebrating a new building. I'm trying to tell you, Leo, you'll be celebrating a new building, whether it's a house, a school, a new, what am I trying to think? Oh my God. I'm about to say a studio, a warehouse. That's what I was trying to say. A warehouse, a school, a studio, a new house. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of you all will be celebrating very, very soon. Trust me, your enemies are going to regret speaking out against you. Yes, they will. Here you are, getting your power back. Yeah, you're very, very powerful, extremely powerful. And if they knew, and I'm going to say this one more time, if they knew who they were coming up against, and see, a person who doesn't know who they are wouldn't even come up against you. If anything, they'd be celebrating for you. Even if they don't have access to you, they'd be like, you know what? I'm really, really happy to see that person flourish and shine. They know, look, they know, and you know, that you're ambitious, that you're a risk taker, that you're very action oriented, that you have the gift of gab, that you're self-assured, that you are enthusiastic. And that's because they don't see that in themselves. They're trying to project, they're trying to run around and spread gossip, starting YouTube channels, doing all kinds of stuff to try to drag your name through the mud. But oh, I feel sorry for them. When I say you all will be booked and busy, that's a freaking understatement. Booked and busy. And all them peeps, see them lights all... Okay, let's get up here. These lights at the top of this hill, you dropped a whole lot of people off on your journey. You like, you know what? Now it's just me, myself, and I out here doing a dang thing, right? That's what you're doing. Booked and busy. Yes, building stuff. At first, they were getting to you where you were kind of losing sleep. But see, when you really, really understood that you were a God and you said, you know what? Nope, I know who I am. Look at that sweet sleep. Look at you all curled up in a fetal position. Like I said, business about to take off. If it hasn't already started. They are not ready, Leo. I'm trying to tell you. They are really not ready. Because here's the thing. Even if you were in a relationship with somebody and the relationship ended, I'm talking about work relationship, personal relationship, or whatever. Another God would say, okay, well, you know what? Maybe we're two good people who just don't mesh well together, right? Maybe we just don't, we don't do business well together. And that's okay. I'm going to go do my thing and just vibrate high. Let them go ahead and vibrate high. And I wish them well. And hopefully they wish we well. But this person I'm talking about right here, or these people that I'm talking about, have been talking horribly about you. Horribly. They don't even realize all they did was set themselves up for failure. That's all they did. Yeah. Okay. King of Wands. Yes. Entrepreneur. Person who has an entrepreneurial spirit. Someone who is a visionary. Someone who is a leader. That is you. Get ready to receive money. Yes. Yeah, you've been very generous when it's come to money. So just get ready. I'm telling you, get ready. Business is about to take off. You'll be receiving money. I don't know if it's going to be through grants, through the people donations, or whatever the case may be, Leo. But get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm telling you, the wheel of fortune is spinning in your favor. When you stand in your power and you know exactly who you are, you cannot be touched. It's like this right here. Look at this this Tower card. Everything that comes up against you. Did y'all see the color purple? Did y'all see the, okay, good. I'm glad y'all saw the color purple. If you saw it, put a comment down below. But remember she said at the end, towards the end, she was like, everything you done to me already done to you. Am I saying it right? Anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, so these people right here that have been speaking negatively of you, people are saying the same negative thing about them. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be real careful. And so for Leos, listen, again, I'm talking about my high vibration Leos, because it's always a choice to vibrate high or vibrate low. Remember, when we talk about people who, let me see if I can slide this back in here real quick. We're talking about people who may not have understood you, but they made a very conscious decision to come up against you. They did. They really, really did, right? Talking about you like a dog behind your back. Some of them said some things to your face, and you're like, oh my God, what in the world? Yes, that was a choice, right? Because again, it's always a choice to decide whether you want to stay or whether you want to go. And this person decided, okay, you know what? I don't like how the Leo operates. And here's the thing, what's crazy is that when I hear people say negative things about Leos, I always say to myself, wow, okay, could it be that maybe you all are just two good people who just can't exist in the same space? Especially like when I get people who got, who has a Leo as a significant other. They're in a relationship with a male, a man Leo or a female Leo, and they're like, well, we just don't get along, and this Leo is this, that, and the other. And then I start reminding them what the high vibrating Leo looks like, and I'm like, so have they ever exhibited those characteristics? Then I always get, well, yeah, but yes, they are high vibrating, right? But it's something about your spirit, and then I remind them of what they look like at a higher vibration, and then they go, yeah, that's me. That's me. But maybe to the Leo, they've exhibited some low vibration energy, right? So could it just be that two good people really, really just are not good for each other in that space? But again, coming up against, in this particular spread, Leo, I'm specifically talking about your enemies coming up against you, not realizing that they created horrible circumstances for themselves, while for you on your side, you're building houses, you're building warehouses, you're building schools, you're building this, that, and the other, while they're sitting off on the side looking crazy. Yeah, so like I said, if they were vibrating high, then here comes their blessings. But because we're talking about people who are vibrating low, we're not talking about your enemies who are vibrating high. We're talking about, because your enemies wouldn't vibrate low. I mean, your enemies would not vibrate high, right? Yes. So this is what we're talking about here. So we got the numbers and things, we talked about the different numbers and stuff, right? And how powerful the numbers are. And then what about the number 9? Oh my gosh. The number 9 being that it's a vibration of courage, love, compassion, and wise leadership. Yeah, the number 9. It also means that you exude a sense of excellence and authority blended with a humanitarian spirit. So again, you just want to help people. You really, really want people to have a better quality of life. And when a person doesn't see that, they try to come up against it. They do everything they can do to come up against it, to destroy it. But the only thing they're accomplishing is destroying themselves. Now the number 72. The number 72 is a number of compassion and artistry that arises from your capacity to tune in. This right here, the Tower card, you being able to tune in. I'm talking about messages being downloaded into your spirit like lightning bolts. Also, number 72s have a very high standard and they love to learn. Number 72s also are highly skilled at handling wealth and a great person to accomplish many projects and endeavors. So again, you have all of these wonderful things working for you in your favor, Leo. Again, and your ruling planet is the sun, which we know, of course, is a luminary like the moon, but nevertheless, it's the sustainer of life as we know it here in this realm. So to try to come up against somebody who knows that they are a god is absolutely foolish. Absolutely foolish. Again, there's nothing arrogant about knowing that you are a god and standing in your power unapologetically. Let's pull an oracle card and see what the oracle card has to say. Yes, Leo. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. I'm telling you, I mean, oh my gosh. The people that have been coming up again, and they're not even doing it necessarily on a small scale. I'm talking about people are creating channels and I mean on YouTube and talking about y'all on social media and just doing all kinds of stuff. Facebook, and I'm not on Facebook, so but I'm just saying, I just know that people are doing all kinds of things just to rip you all to shreds. But that's what they think they're doing, only to find out they're only worsening their own lives. Yeah, prayer. Just pray for them, please. Just pray. Just get on your knees and just pray. Pray to the God in you, right? You're petitioning the higher court, right? The Most High God. Pray for them because really they are going to need it. Because when I tell you the things that I see in the spirit, when I see for this Tower card, when I see this Tower card and I see things in the spirit as far as they're concerned, it's not pretty at all. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's horrible. It is just horrible. Just awful things. Just awful. Woo! You know I'm not laughing at people, Leo, but I'm like, oh my God, what in the world? What in the world are these people saying? What are they doing to themselves? They're not doing it to you. It feels like right now, Leo, that they're doing it to you. They're not. They're actually doing it to themselves because, see, egg on their face would be something mild. This is not even egg on their face. I'm talking about your enemies are about to have a Hammond experience. Read the Bible. Look at the book of Esther. They're trying to hang you from a 75-foot gallows, and guess what? They're going to be the one hanging from there. And I'm not talking about in a physical sense where somebody's going to be hanging from a noose or anything like that. Not that. I'm talking about everything that they're plotting and planning on you is actually happening to them right now. They are miserable. That's the only reason why they're attacking you. But boy, oh boy, you got something. I'm telling you, the universe has something for them. They came up against the wrong one. That's what I have for you, Leos. Continue to have a great day. Bye.